Hello and welcome to today's video. I thought we would talk a little bit about the power of solitude on your healing and spiritual journey. So let's get into this. I am Tammy Coyne, your holistic alchemist, helping you change pain into possibilities and possibilities into purpose. I upload content on holistic healing and personal development on Tuesdays and Thursdays. And on Saturday, I do the Holistic Pathway podcast, unscripted conversations with others across the globe on mind, body, spirit, and entrepreneurship. So let's talk about this solitude thing and three really places for you to embrace it and learn something about yourself. So, before I began my holistic healing and spiritual path, I found that I didn't really care for being alone. So I would go into one relationship after another, or I was always busy, always had something going on. And then, of course, you add in the years when all the technology started, then it became all my time on technology. Or I would isolate, which was different and usually turned into feelings of depression. Okay, fast forward into really working on holistic healing and the spiritual journey. You begin to change your perspective. You begin to see things differently. So instead of being busy all the time, you also look for times of stillness. And rather than being in isolation, you look for solitude. And those can be and feel very different. So there are three places in particular I would invite you to consider trying out solitude. One is when you are home. When you are at home in your home environment, try just sitting in the silence. No TV, no phones, no music, no nothing. Just you and silence. If you are someone who journals, this is a great time. All three of these practices are a great time to have a journal with you, to journal any thoughts that come up, any feelings that come up. However, if you're just getting new to this and maybe, or just getting started with this, and maybe journaling is not something you enjoy. It took me a long time to get into a space of wanting to write down what I was thinking and feeling. So let's say you're doing it without journaling, and just the act of being alone at home, no sound, just observing, just listening. Notice your body. What happens? Notice thoughts that come up. What are you thinking? Are your thoughts something that support the life that you want, or are they negative? Are they full of fear? Are they full of negative self-talk? What kind of feelings come up in your body? Does it feel peaceful? Does it feel scary? Does it feel like you want to run? Does it feel like, what's the point? What comes up for you? Might even observe how long you can do this before things start running amok. Okay. And then once they start running amok, see if you can stay with that. Now, this may seem kind of weird at first if you're not used to doing it. However, over time, you start to learn a whole lot about yourself, and your amount of time that you can do this starts to increase. This is how you can start preparing yourself. If you're someone, say, who doesn't enjoy meditation, that kind of thing, for me, it wasn't something I could do. It took practice of being in silence with myself before I could get there. Now, there are other ways to meditate, but I'm just speaking of ways that you traditionally think of with meditation. Number 2, out in nature. Try this again. Same experiment, just you and nature. What do you notice? What sounds do you hear? What's the temperature feel like? What is the quality of the air on your skin? How does it feel? Does it feel different for you from being at home? Do you have different thoughts? Do you have different feelings? Also, notice the amount of time. Notice if there's a difference between this and being at home. Third way, being in a public place, completely alone. A good one to try is a restaurant. See how that feels. How does it feel to sit in a restaurant completely alone? Not being on your phone, not doing on the computer, whatever, just sitting and noticing. So, 3 ways to practice solitude to get a better understanding of who you are, the thoughts you're feeling, and how your body is reacting. These are excellent places to start to get yourself in tune with how far you've come or where you may still be able to grow. So again, practicing solitude when you're alone at home, when you're alone in nature, and when you're alone in a public place, such as a restaurant. And if you've done the restaurant, try another option. Try something that's really busy, like maybe, are people still going to malls? I don't know. Like going to a mall or something like that, or some sort of big event, or someplace like, if you're someone who has like a light rail or a bus or a subway, give that a try. See how that works. So the healing journey and the spiritual path have all kinds of ways for you to get deeper awareness into who you are, and all will help you recognize these perspectives that you have, especially when you begin to heal and shift, evolve, and ascend. So I'd love to know what you think. Have you tried out these solitude ideas? Let me know in the comments. I do hope you are subscribed to the channel, and I hope to see you in future videos. In the description, I also will give a way to submit questions. If you would like to have a question answered through one of my videos, I'm happy to do that. As of now, I'm not using any kind of names or anything. I will just work the question into a video. And if you need personal support, I also have a link for scheduling a holistic consultation. That's free time that we spend together where I can help you see what your next steps might be, whether it's working with me or working with someone else. And happy to help you answer your questions about holistic healing and the spiritual path. So thank you so much for watching, and I will see you next time. Bye-bye.